Hello, and welcome back to another Minecraft Let's Play video with me, Elven Dragon. Today we are going to be working on another addition to our little ruined town over here, and that is going to be a little ruined church. So we are going to come over here to build this, which means that we are going to need to extend our wall a little bit. Just mark that out there for now. And what I'm thinking is that we will put the church ruins right about here. You know what? Let's make this a little wider. I don't think it's quite wide enough for the size that I'm thinking. Yeah, maybe that is a little too wide. But this is going to be pretty long and skinny, or at least skinny compared to the rest of the buildings that we have built. Now, in a small little town like this, the church would have looked out over onto the town green. So I guess that works. And then we have this wide open space here. That would have been the town green. So I guess that works. And let's cut an entrance here for the doorway. I think that'll be good for placement. So I will go get these walls here built up, so we have something to work with. And then I will be right back. Alright, so all 4 walls are in here. And we've made a small mistake. The doorway here is not centered. So what we're going to do is we are going to shift it over 1, and then we're going to shift this whole wall over by 1 as well. However, inside here, we're going to replace all of the dirt here with stone brick, except right here in the center, which we're going to alternate in smooth stone and polished andesite. And this flooring here will serve to make this building a little bit fancier than the other buildings that we have. And of course we'll go through and texturize the floor as well. Now in our outer walls here, we're going to go in about to here. 4, 5. And we're going to cut these slits here into the side. You know what, let's move that block down by 1. Just so that this window doesn't look weird. And we're going to put these stairs in at the top here. And then we're going to go 2 blocks over. Repeat the same thing. And these are going to serve as the frames for stained glass windows. But we aren't actually going to build any stained glass in them because old building, ruined. The glass has long broken by now. And we are going to have 4 of these windows. So 1 there and 1 right here. Now the first 5 rows of this build, we're going to have little dais up here. And it's going to be raised up. And it's going to follow the same pattern that we have on the center aisle, going down. So we'll have a set of stairs right up here. And we'll use quartz for those stairs, I'm thinking. Or actually, smooth quartz for those stairs. because there are no smooth stone stairs. I don't know why. We have smooth stone slabs, but we don't have smooth stone stairs. But it's fine, we just have to make do with what we have. Feel like the smooth quartz stairs will look a little bit more fancy. So I'm going to go get that wall moved over and the rest of this floor in, and then I will be right back. Alright, so now that we have the floor all the way in, we can add in the detailing. And what we're going to do is we're going to have little pews made out of spruce stairs. But before we really get those in, I think I'm going to do the detail work on the floor, adding in the mossy stone brick and the cracked stone brick, just so that the floor looks like it's worn and ruined before we add that in. And I'm not having to add in the patterning around those. And part of that is because we're going to have these on both sides here. And then we're going to put each row spaced out by 1 block. And then those will continue up all the way through here. Oh, no, that needs to go back 1 block. And we are going to have 5 rows of these. So then up here, right in the middle, we're going to get some smooth quartz stairs, and that's what we're going to use for the altar. Wait, no, needs to go back a block. Needs to be here, and that is because we are going to use this spruce fencing here as a railing. We're going to leave the center here open. Alright, so now that we have all of those in, I think what I want to do is put in kind of a choir loft in the back here. So let's see, let's use stone brick stairs because we got a ton of them just to mark this out. So I want to do a 2x2, but I don't think that that is going to be tall enough. So I guess we'll have to do a 1x1. See if it's actually tall enough to clear the top of the window. And it looks like it's going to be just high enough to clear the top of the stained glass windows. So the loft will be on this level right here. So let's tear out these stone stairs here and get those replaced with some wooden ones. And I wonder, let's take a look at how this looks with the half slab up a block. No, definitely has to be the top slab here. And then we'll build this loft all the way across, because we will put 2 sets of stairs on here. And it looks like that window is going to interfere with these stairs. Yep. So you know what we're going to do? Let's bring that down by a block. And then we won't have to worry about it. So now we can fill in the center part here, where it won't interfere with the staircase. I think that needs to be brought out a block. At least. No, maybe 2. Let's try 2. Definitely 2. So let's add some pillars here and here, and those will serve as the supports for the loft. And I really wish I could add some stone half slabs right here. That way it looks like the top of the pillar is flared out a bit, but you can't mix two different types of slabs. So now that the platform for the loft is in, we can add in a railing. And we'll add one back here along the stairs as well. Now I think that needs some more pillars for support, but the only place to really put them would be in this row here. I don't really want to put a full block in between here. So let's try some walls. We won't be able to get as much detail since we only have regular brick and mossy brick to work with, but I suppose that's better than nothing. Okay, yes on the wall pillars, but no on location. Let's shift those over a couple blocks. They look a little funny being right in front of the pillars in the back there. That's definitely what that needed. So now that the loft is in, we can add in a few final details, such as some doors. Not sure if these will make it into the final, or if we will split them into trap doors and kind of try and make it look like they're off their hinges. And the other thing that we're going to do is we will replace some of this polished andesite in the main walkway with regular andesite, just to make it look a little bit more worn. And then we'll also come up here, scatter a bit around up here as well. So now I think that is it for the interior decoration. So now all we need to do before we add in the ruining on the walls and start having some perhaps a little bit collapsed and texturized is to put in the roof. So what I'm thinking for the roof here is we're going to go up by 3 with a slab, and we're going to fill this in for now because this is the front part of the roof. We're going to have 2 with another slab, and then we're going to go up by 2 again, diagonal 1 twice, and then a top roof part of 2 because this is an even numbered build. So now that pattern is going to get repeated on the rest of the arches, which are going to be spaced out based on the stained glass windows. But for this front window here, we're going to put in a central stained glass right here in the center part here, roughly. So I believe that lines up there and there. It goes up, and that fills out the last corner. So that will give us a nice big round window for the front of this little church. Yeah, I think that might need to be moved up a block. But I'm going to go get the rest of these arches in place, and then I will be right back. So now we have the skeleton of the roof in, and we have one small area here where the ribs really don't connect. So what I'm thinking we're going to do is we are going to have this be a hole in the roof, and that will just serve as the section here. So let's knock that one out. Knock a few blocks back here. And oh yeah, that's a upper half slab. And then down here we'll add in some fallen masonry. Need some cracked stone bricks. And some stairs and slabs. And quite honestly, I love this little build way too much to really tear it down into a ruin. So I think what we're going to do instead is we're just going to have it be kind of abandoned and have its lore be that when the rest of the town burnt down, it more or less survived, which means we actually need to get a roof on here. So I think we're going to use spruce for that. And this will just fill in here. And on these interior ribs, we'll also add in some stairs to the undersides, just to give them a more connected and supported look. And I think we'll also knock a stained glass window into that back wall as well. Maybe a little bigger. Actually, you know what? Let's make it very different to the one in the front. And let's put in an arched one. So we'll knock out... oh yeah, this is an even number. A couple bricks there. And some bricks there. And then the other thing we can do is put stairs up here to thin out the center wall. And give this a bit more rounded look. Yeah, there we go. Definitely a bit of an improvement. We may bring the lower ones down another block as well. However, I'm going to get the rest of the wooden planks for this roof in, and then I will be right back. So now the roof is in and the walls are textured. Got a nice big hole right in the center of the roof. Right up there. And now that means that the very last little bit is going to be to put in a bit of a spire that's fallen down. So I think what we're going to do is we'll put it right here. Just put some fallen masonry down here. Big gravel. And just some slabs down there for some depth. Alright, so I've replaced quite a bit of the full block stone bricks with cracked versions, as well as added in a little bit more seagrass into the floor of the building. Might add a little bit more just to make it a little bit more overgrown. However, that is going to be it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like and consider subscribing, and I will catch you all in the next one. Goodbye.